that.
Yeah.
I like when we just jump on right on in.
So,
All right.
Hi everybody. We got an ice cream cake for my daughter-in-law to be, and we put it in the freezer outside. Now, my mother-in-law had turned the freezer and refrigerator down because the last time the milk in the refrigerator froze. I put it there on Thursday.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I went to pick it up today. It was liquid.
No.
Liquid Carvel ice cream cake.
I mean, it still tastes good.
Well, yeah, we quickly put it in the other freezer, hoping that maybe it would solidify during dinner. So we had Carvel ice cream soup for dessert. I looked at my Stephanie and I said, "I am so sorry," and everybody was just laughing. It was so funny.
How could you
But
not?
exactly, and then I mean, we ate bowls of soupy ice cream.
That's awesome. I mean, that's what you do because you're not wasting Carvel ice cream. Sorry.
No, you're not wasting those lovely little chocolate things in the middle of it. But I'm like, oh my God, I picked it up. I'm like, it's soup. And then I ran in and I'm like, Mom, what do you have in the freezer? Is there anything else in that freezer that could go bad? No, it was all bread stuff. This is her baking freezer refrigerator. So it was just, like brownies and stuff.
Hello, cool gamer. Hey, Anita. How are you guys doing?
So that was my epic fail as a mother-in-law to be.
That's good. That's good. And I bring her back up here because she's laying in my lap.
Sitting.
I'm puppy sitting my grandpuppy. This is Julie, the sausage dog.
Yes. Hello, sausage dog.
She's like, she has such a Karen face.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like she wants to speak to the manager.
And we had Klaus here, Klaus looks like a white fox. So
I've never had a dog that's this needy. I guess it's a dachshund trait to be very clingy.
Oh, okay.
Like the entire time I've been watching her since yesterday, she's just been like on me.
Yeah. Like wants to be in your lap, wants to be.
Yeah. And I have a husky who's not a husky at all. I think she's wearing a costume because most huskies are crazy, are talkative, are sassy. And mine just kind of chills, does her own thing. Doesn't need to cuddle. She likes being around, but not on you. And so this dog that's like has to be on you at 100% of the time is like, oh my God.
It's probably driving you batty. Yeah. Yeah. Klaus is skittish. He'll like run in the room, try to come up to, and he goes to the people that don't want dogs near them.
Mm-hmm.
And tries to, make friends. And it's just funny. One of my cousin's wife didn't want the dog near her. And that was like, the dog magnet. But he's a good dog. He's bigger than most Pomskys.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I guess his mother was a Pomeranian and his father was a husky, or the other way around. So it's really the true.
That's instead a cute
mix. Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
He's absolutely beautiful, but he's 3 years old and still puppy, high strung.
Speaking of, how do you work with a dog that demands 100% attention?
How do you train them?
It's not my dog. I don't have training, but I do have work to do this weekend, and my daughter works nights, so she's at work now, and this is my prime time for working. But it's very hard to work when you have a dog holding down your arms and demanding attention. I can't set her down because she'll just go shit somewhere. She's a puppy.
Oh, okay. Well, you couldn't just leave her on your lap while you type?
I have for a little bit. But she's also a puppy, which means when they get that wild, crazy energy, she's just unexpected. It's so funny to watch her and Artemis together.
I was going to say, Artemis won't take care.
No. Look, Artemis is a good dog. She will not hurt the puppy.
She just was like, I want nothing to do with you.
Well,
You're a puppy.
All it takes is a swat. She squishes the puppy, so I have to keep an eye on them. I mean, I don't think Artemis would hurt her intentionally.
Right.
But you're talking an 8-pound dog versus an 85-pound dog who doesn't know she's 85 pounds.
That's like my daughter's dog, Beckett. Beckett's probably 90 pounds.
I mean, it's cute because the little one gets all riled up and she goes in for snap, and then Artemis throws a paw, just throws one paw, and she's
Yep. But those little puppy teeth can hurt.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. She's not a big chewer, and luckily she does have a lot to chew on, but work is not happening. So I need y'all's writing advice for this weekend so that I can get some work done while still puppy sitting. Because deadlines are deadlines.
And you don't have a crate for her.
So I have a portable pop-up kennel that she does tricks in. She flips it. The second you put her in there, she flips it. She went down the hallway flipping it
over. and that's not that doesn't bode for concentration.
It was the funniest thing.
That is funny.
Like, okay, I mean, the little itty bitty dog, whoop, just popped it up and over, and then kept going.
Oh my gosh! And you can't tie it somewhere to like your desk leg.
and again, the needy, she cries. So like the minute my daughter left for work today, she was crying. I had to pick her up and cuddle her because it's the only thing that'll stop her from crying.
Just wait until it's a grandchild.
Well, according to Allie, she's not having any children.
No,
this is my grandchild from her, which is fine by me. I don't care. I've got 3 kids, so one of them will give me grandchildren. The rest can give me grand dogs. That's fine.
Yes.
Oh, there she goes. Oh crap! She just ran off again. I may have to like jump off for a second if she gets into stuff.
Yes.
So, warning everybody ahead of time. This is what I'm dealing with this weekend.
I'm sorry. Last weekend I was out with friends.
It was unexpected. She literally called me on Friday and said, "Hey, so..."
And you had no idea how needy the dog was.
The last time I saw the dog was about 2 weeks ago, and of course, new puppy.
Yeah.
Everybody's lavishing attention on the puppy, and so you don't think of those things.
Yep. And your other kids are not there.
Yes.
To preoccupy the dog.
Yeah.
No shit.
I had to go to my my gym because I don't want to miss too many days of training.
Right.
And so I was like, can I bring the dog with me? Because the gym's a family-friendly gym, and sometimes they've had a couple other people who've brought in their dogs too, but they're always well behaved. I'm like, I have a portable kennel. I can keep her, separated. I just can't leave her alone with my husky in case she cries and my husky tries to help her out. That could be bad. Yeah. And so I brought her, and everybody loved on her, and she was fine while the kids were able to like hang out and play. But as soon as my kids went with their dad, it was like, nope. Nope. No more class. Go home now. So I only got half of my normal class in. And then she peed in my car on the way home.
Oh my God.
The things you don't think about because you haven't had a puppy in a while.
Right. And because every 2 hours or every however months old they are, you've got to take them out in that time frame.
Yep.
So if she's 2 months, every 2 hours she's got to go pee.
Yeah. And she doesn't like going outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
They never do.
Yeah.
Do you have a pee pad?
Yep.
Okay.
Plenty of pee pads.
Okay.
Hold on. I get some advice here. Jennifer, let's see. She says, I have a 4-legged puppy nephew. My sister got actual nephews. A Newfoundland puppy. Whoa.
A Newfoundland. That's a small pony. A small pony.
This is why I always had cats. Yeah, and keep in mind, totally different between puppy versus, my older dog.
Right.
We have an established routine and way of doing things.
And there's times that the older dog doesn't want to deal with much. Yeah, they're like, okay, peace out.
She is so jealous. She is so unbelievably jealous. I sent a message to my daughter last night of Anduli, her dog, staring at the door, and my dog sitting by the door. And I said, they're both waiting at the door, but not for the same reasons. Yours is looking for you to come home. Mine is looking for you to come home and take this little thing away.
Yep. Although I have actually told the grandpuppy when he was crying when the mom and dad left, I looked at him, I said, I promise. And I tell him how many sleeps. Same with the grandkids until they come back.
Aww.
And it seemed to calm them down. I said, they're going to come back, but you have to go through 1 sleep or 2 sleeps. That's the way I was.
That's a nice way to do it. Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, with my grandkids, they were like, I miss mommy or I miss daddy. And I was just like, my granddaughter was not feeling well. So she was wicked clingy. And to get her to bed, which usually is a nightmare, I laid down with her and I said, you have 2 more sleeps before your mommy gets home. 2 more sleeps. And if you sleep well tonight and be a good girl, tomorrow we can go get ice cream or something fun. Of course, she did not sleep well that night. She did not mind. So the next day we didn't go for ice cream. But, the next night I said, you have 1 more sleep and then mommy and daddy will be home.
Aww.
And I said, I promise they will be home. You just have to get through 1 more night. And she went to bed perfectly.
Oh, that's so
sweet. It was just like, yeah, of course, earlier that day, she fell asleep on me for 3-hour nap.
Oh, no.
Of course, I can't move,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm at with the writing. And like, if I get her into a position where she's calm and in my lap, she's pinching an arm or something.
Yep.
Dang it. If I move, she's gonna get up. We have two crazy cat ladies here. We got Anita and we've got Tina.
Tina.
Cats they are so much easier.
They're easier, yes. I'm allergic to them though.
We had Bowser, and we were laughing about this last night because my dog grew up with Bowser because Bowser's Allie's cat. So when she moved out, she took the cat with her. And now her puppy is growing up with Bowser, and they've had 2 different worldviews of Bowser. Because 85-pound dog versus the 20-pound cat versus the 8-pound dog versus the 20-pound cat.
Yes.
And Bowser is the same no matter what. You just to see him, he does live up to his namesake. I swear, when Artemis was a puppy, he would talk shit to her and tell her that we were leaving and we were never coming back. Little things just to traumatize her.
Mm-hmm.
And Allie tells me that she does the same thing to the little puppy. She's got one of those cameras pointed at the kennel when she's not there, and Bowser sits on top and meows at her like he's talking shit.
Oh my God, he's terrorizing the dog. Yes, because he can.
They don't love you. That's why they locked you up. They're never coming back.
Yeah.
So I need writing advice. What are good ways to distract without having accidents all over the house and still get work done?
Because that's why I said the kennel, but if it's a soft kennel and he's, rolling down the hallway, that's just, that would have me laughing and falling out of the chair.
I was cracking up.
Unless you're inserting it into the story, But yeah, I don't know. John Brown said he probably is.
Yeah. Oh, I have no doubt. I know he was talking shit to Artemis.
The cat is gaslighting the puppy.
I swear, because I've seen him do it to Artemis. I can imagine him doing it to the little puppy.
Yes.
They don't love you. It's why they locked you up. They're never coming back. You're not getting any more food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the toys only last for as long as few seconds. It's short
It's like a
attention span.
squirrel's attention.
Yeah, I mean, she gets all crazy with them, and then she's done. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Yeah, no, you can't do that. Chocolate is gonna kill him.
Chocolate eggs. What is this? If you have an acrobatic puppy, I don't think the kennel is going to work.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and then that's the other thing. Artemis has her own toys.
Oh, yeah.
She's pissed that this little puppy keeps trying to play with her toys.
Oh, I'm sure.
But she's polite. She's what are you doing?
Does she do the one lip growl? What did you think of that?
No, she looks at me. She like flattens her ears back, like, "Mom, she's playing with my toy." I guess I don't think she would hurt the puppy.
Yeah, Jennifer said that, but he apparently doesn't like to go outside.
Yeah, doesn't like outside. This is a purse dog, by the way. And I'm being 100% truthful here. She has a purse for this dog to carry him around or carry her around everywhere. She has a car seat for the car. I mean, she is the most spoiled little princess puppy. It's her first puppy, like first real her puppy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't recall ever being like that with Chelsea, which was but Chelsea was actually we had Gizmo, which Gizmo was a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
But he wasn't spoiled like that. He
Mm.
didn't become yippy until he went to the new family.
No.
Yeah. But he did growl whenever Darren would kiss me.
Oh,
Oh yes. Oh yes. He was very, very possessive. And did not like that at all. And my German Shepherd couldn't have cared less. But when we hugged, she wanted to hug too.
I'm getting like the stink eye right now from my dog because the puppy just got up on the bed. And that's Artemis's spot. And she's like, "What?
That's my spot. You just
the look
you
I'm
just
getting.
moved my
Why did you
cheese."
let her up here?"
Yeah. Yes, my dog was protective of me.
The look I'm getting. I'm so in trouble with my dog.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna pay for it after the dog leaves. Oh yeah. You're gonna get attitude and
Like I said, she was waiting by the door, and both the dogs were like really staring at the door, not for the same reason.
Nope. One wanted her mommy, one wanted the little thing gone.
So yeah, needless to say, writing is very slow this weekend.
Yes.
And luckily I'm revising. I'm not writing fresh, so
That's good.
I guess I don't know. Is that a little less creative brain working or not? Because I think sometimes in a way it feels easier to revise, but it's really not that much easier.
You don't have to create. You're just trying to make it better. So you have the bones.
But sometimes you can waffle over the stupidest details when you're trying to make the bones look good.
Yes. You're trying to put the skin on the bones.
I always tell myself, I'm like, oh, revisions are the easy part. And it's not really. It's just different.
Yeah, it's a different part of your brain. It's more the analytical stuff. Yeah.
Cats are vindictive, though.
Yes, they are.
They are vindictive. Where did she go?
You need to go find her so she doesn't, mess in your house.
She's under the bed, I think. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Okay. This ought to be good. My daughter or my son's dog likes to go under the bed. He was so happy to be here because my son and my daughter-in-law to be got a bed that has drawers under it, so the dog can't go into their bed anymore. So when he came here, that's the first place he went. He was like all happy. And Katie's on mute. She's probably trying to crawl under the bed to get the dog. Here she comes. Oh, you're on mute.
Got the bag of treats, so hopefully that will help me keep things in order.
Yeah. Did you hear my story?
No, I didn't.
I was telling the audience my son's dog likes to crawl under the bed, and that's where he sleeps. Well, my son and his fiance got a bed with drawers underneath it, so he can't go under it, and he gets so dejected. And he got here, and he was so excited. There's a bed to crawl under, because that's where he sleeps. I think it's cooler for him, because he's got the thick husky and Pomeranian fur. So that's where they went. Oh yes.
Watch that Artemis doesn't take the puppy somewhere.
There was my dad.
I'll get rid of it.
Oh, you gotta there. Now you can wave. There's my dad. My parents are up for the Easter weekend, so.
Yes, Easter weekend. It came on me like I know things are coming. I see the calendar, and yet time has been moving in such a weird way.
It seems to have evened out though now a little bit.
I'm waiting for it
to finish
evening out.
Last month it was wacko. Yes.
It's like I constantly have it's in 2 weeks in the back of my mind when it's not, in fact, in 2 weeks. But that's how it feels.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, it's already April. At the end of this month, we open our place in Maine. I am so excited about that.
Wow.
And then before we blink, we'll be on the Alaskan cruise. And then before we blink, it'll be September and my son's wedding.
We've got the wedding too in September to finish planning for.
Is that Allie's wedding in September?
Yep.
When?
September 29th.
Okay. All right. Yep.
She took me mother of the bride dress shopping this last week.
Oh. Let's see if I can. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull up my dress, which I'm having specially done. Let's see if it will allow me to share. Come on. Come on. It's clocking. So
takes a second.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Well, I haven't been on my computer for a few days because I've been reading. Yes, somebody oh yeah, and it's one of these stupid ones that they move around in. So let's try to get this. Hold on. There. All right. Let me present and share screen. Share screen. Window. Not that one. Where is it? Maybe it is the Chrome tab. Did it show it? Hold on. Select a tab to preview. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Yes. That's the dress that I special ordered. And I ordered it in that color because I love the ink blue. And this place does it by my own measurements. So it's the same type thing that I
send me the link. I want to look at that.
Yeah, it's JJ's house. Yeah.
JJ's house. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's where the dress that I wore to my daughter's wedding. I got it there. And the length was perfect. That time it had straps for the dress. The straps were just a little bit too long, so I did have to have the straps shortened. But that dress I won't have to have it. So I was like all excited. And I'm like, and I ordered it early enough that if I get it and I hate it, I can order something else.
That works.
Thank you. And the dress and the shoes.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Well, thank you. Yes. So I was like looking through the same website because I'm like, and I'm like, I want something in velvet. It's September and I wanted a blue because I'm not really a green person.
See, and I'm the opposite. I'm thinking September in Vegas is not going to be cold. I want
Yeah.
something light,
Yep.
but I do want to have a wrap just in case.
Yeah. That might end up being warm because September here is a crapshoot. But the last couple of years it's been cold. So I'm like, but my daughter had her wedding on December 15th and it in New Hampshire, and it was 70 degrees.
That is insane.
It was absolutely insane. And we were outside at the ceremony without coats and comfortable. I mean, it was getting chilly because it was nighttime and it's New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just like her original date was in June. The wedding in New Hampshire on the 15th of December was warmer than the original date in June she had chosen.
That's crazy.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh,
yep.
Another plus for JJ's. That's where I got my wedding dress made. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
I'm short, so you know the specialty measurements is perfect for me because then I don't have to go to David's Bridal and spend twice as much on alterations as I do. On
we tried we tried a few dresses on when I went shopping with my daughter this week, and it was good for me to know what works and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an idea of what to look for, but I'm same camp as you. I'm short, and no off the rack, gown is going to fit.
No,
it's just always going to be, a few inches too long in the alterations.
Well, I'm not even 5 feet, Katie.
Oh, I got beat by 1 inch then.
Yeah,
I'm 5 foot something.
I'm 4'10".
Oh, I got a couple inches then.
Yes,
right.
You do. You'd probably feel tall.
Not
Come
quite
on out
5'1".
Here. You can feel tall.
I'm like 5 3/4. Not quite 5'1".
I'm like 4'10" and a half. You gotta have that half.
There you go. Take that half. Take that half.
Yep.
All right. I will check it out after the show. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, the dress I wore to Vicky's was perfect. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, I mean, I don't know where I found it. I think I was just looking for dresses online and found it, and I'm like, oh, they do, the custom fits. You don't have to order the sizes.
As long as it's not like, too expensive, because we were trying on dresses, I think at Dillard's, and while they're pretty, it was like, I'm not spending that much on a dress I'm going to wear once. Sorry.
The dress and 2 pairs of shoes. Mind you, I wear children's shoes because I have a size 2.
Okay.
Were $250.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not expensive. You would probably get the dress for less than $200.
Okay. Well, then I will definitely, after the show, take a peek at that.
Exactly. And you have to do it in time because I believe it is overseas.
Of course.
So,
yeah. Luckily, wedding's September, so we've got a little bit of time to play with.
Exactly. So, yeah. And I can't wait to see that. I think it's going to look good. I'm not usually used to sheath dresses, but I'm like, let's try it.
Well, that was the benefit of going and trying on a few dresses, was seeing what those fits look like on you.
Yeah.
And certain things I thought would look good clearly do not.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things that I didn't think would look good were surprisingly flattering.
Yeah, I have something similar in look to that I don't fit in anymore because it's smaller. It's when I was really thin. So I've had column dresses before. So I'm like, okay, let's see. As long as I don't look lumpy.
That's what going to the gym and stuff is helping to make sure.
Yes, exactly. And we got a rowing machine now, so I'm like so excited.
Nice.
It's in the other room. We've both been using it, and it's just like, oh, this is nice. My brother-in-law had it, and he hadn't even opened the box. He's like, if you want it, come get it, because he got it from somebody who was giving it away too. And we got it. We opened it up and we set it up, and it's nice.
You always buy things with the best of intentions, and then
Right, exactly. So
speaking of buying things,
yes,
you have a book cover to show off, don't you?
Oh yes, I do. Pack Magic. The ebook is coming out. This is out now. The paperback is out now. The ebook's coming um May 15th. I had to think about it. What month are we in? May 15th. Because it's out of the Shadows and Fate set in the beginning of May. So right now, if you're in Kindle Unlimited, you can read it through Shadows and Fate. Thank you.
Fantastic cover.
Yes.
Jennifer says, "Lumpy."
Lumpy, yes. Oh, it may not look lumpy here, but I'm a little rounder than I used to be. I'm short and rolly. But yes, I am trying to lose weight, but now I can't lose too much because I have the measurements. So it's like, okay, well, I have the 2-week trip in July that I know that's like, okay, if I get really skinny before then, I'll be back to where I am. Thank you, Jennifer.
I'm not so much worried about losing weight as toning.
Yes. No, I need to do both. I need to do both.
I know I've been working with getting my numbers back up because I was severely anemic at my last annual. And so weight loss is not very easy to do when you're anemic.
Okay.
And neither is muscle building. So, killing myself at the gym is like, I'm not getting any of the balance there because of that. So I'm working on that more than anything else. But toning things.
Yes.
That's my focus right now.
Yeah, I guess I can see some of the toning. I've been exercising religiously for like a year. The weight scale hasn't been going, so I started Weight Watchers, and it's inching down, but I'm at the age where it's really difficult to even lose like half a pound. My husband decided a couple weeks ago he was going to do this too. Just follow whatever my plan.
Oh no!
He's already dropped 10 pounds.
Yep.
Oh yes. And I'm like, I hate you. Love you, but I hate you. Give me your metabolism for a year and I'll trade you with mine. And we'll see how we do. But yeah, I mean, yeah, men.
Men, yes.
Men, yes.
Men.
But
well, it's the muscle too, isn't it? Like their natural more muscle naturally, I think, makes it to where their metabolism burns faster or something like that.
But I don't know. His mother's
and I know the age issue, that's the hormones that disrupt it.
Yeah, but his mother's always been a twig. I mean, she had 8 kids and she looks like my daughter. You've seen pictures of my daughter. And he's blessed.
Genetics, good genetics.
He's blessed with that. Although, he did get a little pot belly, which he's never had before. I mean, he's never had a weight problem.
That happens.
Until he hit 50. So, and yes, we're kind of old.
You're only as old as you feel, right?
Right. And some days I feel 100. Oh. Some days not so much, but yeah. So.
Well, what about writing for you? I know last time we talked, it was kind of out of sync.
As I said, I've been reading. So I did a little bit of writing, but I still haven't gotten the groove or the motivation. I've done a little bit and I've had some ideas, but then somebody in the dark and dangerous group that I'm in, the dark group, mentioned a fan fiction book. I'm like, oh, I'll check it out. And it's on a fan fiction. It's a Harry Potter fan fiction. Now, I've never read Harry Potter, but I've seen all the movies. Okay. So, and I picked it up because it was Hermione. She was the main character. And in this, it's called Manacles. They lost the war.
Oh.
Harry Potter lost in the book. So
Okay.
yeah, and it was very dark. Um, and she was the only one left, basically, on the good side. Yeah. So
Okay.
it was I think she said it was 260,000 words. It was long,
Holy shit.
very long.
That's huge.
And there were times I was skimming through some of the, shit. But for the most part, the story was excellent. She was a healer in the war. So they did have some wartime stuff. They
Okay.
started with the aftermath, and then they did flashbacks because she was thrown into the dungeon in a sightless, in a dark, with no light, no sound for 18 months. So that you can,
Ooh, that's
yeah,
gonna mess with you.
she was messed up when she came out of there. And then she was thrown into a repopulation program to repopulate the witches.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yep. And sold to Drago Malfoy.
Oh, the Hermione Draco trope. Yes.
Yes. So it was superbly done, which
Okay.
I was surprised because, normally fan fiction, whatever, and I like, okay, I'll check it out because they had very dark themes. I was in the mood for a dark theme, and it was very dark. But the flashbacks when she got some of her memory back, because she cut off a lot of memories of before
you have
this
to.
happened.
Yeah. You have to disassociate.
But she did it for a reason, and she basically shut it off so Voldemort couldn't even get to it. Oh yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, I can see why you're distracted.
Yeah, so I've been reading that for the last 3 days. I finished it last night, but it was just like, okay. The flashbacks were long. I think there was like 50 some flashbacks.
Okay.
After she went into almost like a coma because she started remembering. Yeah. And oh yeah, it was just like, whoa.
Interesting.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was very, very interesting.
You'll have to send me a link so I can.
Yeah, I'll have to get it. It was on my phone, so I was reading it on my phone, not on my computer or my Kindle. But yeah, I can get you the fan site for it. But it was like, huh.
Like I said, I can see why you're distracted.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it also helping percolate some ideas?
No, not
Okay.
Not really, but it sort of gave me. I was starting down the road of trying to get some ideas for my Valkyrie book.
Okay.
Anyway, so I mean, it's fully fantasy, so maybe. I mean, maybe it gave me some, but not that dark. It won't be that dark.
Sometimes it's just fun to explore dark stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to write anything like that, but it's really fun to watch somebody else having done that.
It was funny last weekend when we were out with friends and we were talking about books, and I mentioned The Ruin of Roses to my friend because she likes risque books. I said that one is not reverse harem. She reads a lot of reverse harem. I said, but it's got a lot of sex. That's the one that I said had a lot of sex. And my husband goes the other night, what was that book you said? A lot of sex. So he's looking it up on his iPad. So he pulled it up.
I need to read a few of those. It's been a while since I've read any, just to see what the current expectations in the genre are.
Yeah, that one was pretty good, but the last one I think I mentioned when we were on the show last time when I got back from the trip that I had read the Reverse Harem with the Dragons. It was, yep. Mae Dawson's books. Okay. So they were good, The last one was the one I mentioned that I think she uploaded the wrong version.
That's right.
Yeah, but
Oh.
yeah, she never got back to me on the private message, but she could be getting slammed on private messages.
Oh, I hope not. But
I
yeah, it's
hope not.
true. Like everybody wants to, and I assume it's always done in the interest of being helpful.
Yes.
But more and more, you definitely get people who are armchair quarterbacking the edits on books.
Yeah.
And it's a double-edged sword because
Well,
yes,
that's why I
it's
said you
good to
might want
know.
yeah, I said you might want to check it because I think you uploaded the unedited version, so
How embarrassing though if you did.
we've all
I mean, yeah, we're human. We're gonna make mistakes.
we've all exactly. And we've all sometimes even done the wrong book. But it was right next to it in the list.
Yep. Yeah. I've got that one on my bingo card as well.
Yeah.
Author bingo card.
Yep. And then you're like, well, at least I look through it and then at least I catch it in that way. But I'm like, oh, this isn't the right book.
I'm doing revisions right now for a ghostwritten book. And I'm at the point where in my normal writing, I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm nitpicking so many things that I don't want to look at it anymore. But I know I have to clarify a few things, and there's a minimum word count we need to meet, and all of the previous revisions I've done have now cut so many words, and I'm under word count. I'm like,
yeah.
So I'm dreading, like, this is what I have to finish this weekend. I have to have it ready to turn in, and it's just, I'm like, please, I don't want to look at this anymore. But I need to, but I don't want to. Come on, I just need 200 more words.
Yep, exactly. I've left the Witch Assassin book aside. I'm waiting for my beta reader, Rebecca.
You waiting on Rebecca? She always instantly.
I gave her a timeline and she couldn't get to it right away. But now I'm getting antsy because it's just me.
So I don't know how she reads so fast. I've asked her to help me look over a few things, and she just comes back immediately with the right answers. And how? I mean, I'm admittedly a slow reader.
I'm not. Obviously, 260,000 words in 3 days I read.
I like, it blows my mind how fast she reads, can, churn through the data and come back with answers or clarifiers or whatever.
Or say you're inconsistent here. Yep. Yeah. But I'm just waiting for her feedback. But reading some of these other books, I have ideas that maybe I need to make some more revisions, make things harder.
I was thinking on our book, when we start in earnest working on it, we need to go a little darker with ours.
Yes. Okay.
I'm definitely leaning on that dark, angsty, revenge, exorcise demons kind of, really a protagonist that has to work through some shit.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that.
and not sexually repressed either.
Okay.
Because that could be fun to play around with those pack dynamics.
Yes.
You get those flashes every so often, and I haven't had a time to sit down and write them into our document that just our notes document.
I haven't gone back to that either because I'm like, if I start that, she's not ready yet. But if I, and I'm like, okay.
I want to, though. I want to sit down and write. I haven't written for me in a while, and I think that's part of the angstiness that I have towards all the revisions and stuff. It's like, I would like to write something for me, and then get to the point where I hate it instead of writing something that I wrote because I had to and still hate it.
I think Jennifer's very sweet. You can't be much older than me. I'm like, yes, I am, Jennifer.
Nope. Just let it remain ambiguous.
A decade at least. I look damn good though.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I gotta work on the grays. They're really coming through bad now.
Well, this is all. It's all
Yes,
there
but
now.
you've grown into the color. It's now your style. It's not just gray hairs popping in. It's you like worked it nicely with the lightening the hair and matching it so that it came out and it wasn't a stark contrast. Me, I've got like literal streaks of gray showing up in mine.
Katie, I just grew it out.
Okay, but you went from brunette initially to a more lighter color before you grew it out.
I went to golden brown for many years. The lightest golden brown. So yeah, maybe. And that yeah.
I'm still going auburn and mahogany. So when the gray hairs come through, it's very obvious. And I've been too lazy to do my hair lately.
Yeah, I've been looking at my hair going, should I? And I'm like, no, because then I have to grow it out again. And it was such a, awkward, painful phase.
I'm not ready to do that yet.
You can catalog through this show.
I mean, we have been on for 6 years. Actually, in August or September, it'll be the start of our 7th.
Wow.
7th anniversary.
Cheers.
Yeah. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
And it's gone through different incarnations over time, but I think we've kept it pretty much, the core of it's always been the same.
Yep. Relevant and fun.
Real authors talking about the real life as an author.
Yeah, I think when I go back to read the book after getting the notes, I might have a different viewpoint. Yeah.
Tina feels my pain.
Yes.
She feels my pain.
Exactly. I mean, I used to be skunk. Yeah, the skunk line.
That's how I feel. Like right now, I've got so much like light in the bottom here. I'm like,
I can't see it.
Good.
No,
we are not going to close in for a close up either.
It's like maybe a couple hairs, but
no, it's more than a couple. I got those weird ones that like stand up on end and are like randomly shorter than they're supposed to, and they're bright white. Like, what the hell?
Where did this? That's when you pluck it.
Yeah. Yeah, until you get the bald spot from plucking so many.
Yeah, next week I think my hair will be that length.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna take all this off because I'm getting a haircut on Friday. So that way by September it might be, down to here. So
okay.
Because I don't want to get it maybe cut right before the wedding and make a hair faux pas. And I only get my hair cut twice a year.
Allie's so sweet. She asked me about it. How should I do my hair for the wedding? I was like, for your dress, half up, half down with the decorations in the hair. It's perfect. She's like, can you do it? I was like, no, we are going to find somebody to do that because I cannot do that.
I don't know. I don't know if this is ever going to fit. It's really thick.
The white ones are thick. The rest of the hair is thin.
Well, this is, I mean, I don't use anything on it. Just shampoo and conditioner. And my hairdresser was like, "Did you do something for your hair?" I'm like, "No, this is it. It's soft. It didn't come out that
brittle."
Yeah, the brittle stuff. So I'm like, yeah,
horsehair. Just wiry, almost horsehair feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, I that way I was lucky. It's nice and soft. Except in the summer when it's humid, then it grows.
Oh, yeah.
Then I became Rosanna Dana.
I'm glad we don't have humidity out here because the minute I get in humidity,
yep. That's when it goes up in a bun and goes in the hair thing that I wear.
Let's face it, I live in a bun anyways. And you've seen all of my the reels, not reels, the stories when the gym shares the workouts. I always have the little bun flopping on top of my head.
You have the messy bun. I just have the big, hair clip that looks like a spider when you have it open. I have that. And it's
I put
funny
it on top because I can't put it up behind because if I'm
because
being
you land
prone
on
to
the
the mats or anything, I don't want anything back there,
Yep.
so it has to go straight on top of my head, and
Yep.
it's always flopping around.
Yep. Because you're always flapping around.
Yep. Proud of it too. Proud of it. We're doing a Spring Fit challenge, and there's a few things we have to do, to qualify for a shirt or a new rash guard or whatever, little fun things you get as prizes for doing stuff. And it's all motivational. Nothing is required or anything like that, but it's a good way to motivate. And one of my challenges, my specific challenges, I have to submit two of the ladies who train in class with me. They're all way better than me. It's not happening. Not unless I bribe them. And they're all wonderful. They're all really sweet. I love rolling with each of them, but yeah, no, they're so much better than me. It's gonna be a while before that happens.
How long have they been doing it?
Some of them one of the ladies is the coach's wife. So she's been doing it off and on forever. Another one just trained for a competition recently, and she said that she's been doing 4 years, I think.
Okay. And you've only been doing it a year, right? Or less
and then
than a year?
The other two that are regulars in the class they've been around forever, like before the pandemic. And then there's a teenager who, the male teenagers I don't like to roll with, but I like to roll with her because she's not as crazy and she's like on my level.
Yep.
So she's as new as me, but she's still teenage energy. I can't match it.
Yeah.
And then there's another lady who is my age, and she's also got former martial arts training. So she may be new to this, but she's got other training. She threw me. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
I got into a sparring match with her, and she's so quick, and she got a headlock on me and pulled me down, and my neck cracked a little, and she immediately stopped. She's like, I heard your neck crack. And I was like, I know, I felt like chiropractic. That was good. Do it again.
Do it again.
It did. I'd had a kink in my neck for so long, and I was like, oh, it's feeling better.
You fixed me. Thank you.
So yeah,
your aggressive move to choke me, fix me.
I can't compare, and then there's no way. So it's like, well, I mean, I'll try, but if I don't hit that bingo card, we each got a bingo card that tells all the things, and I may not hit that one on the bingo card.
Oh, you won't.
They made us punch the heavy bag across the mats and timed us as one of our bingo cards things. It took me 18 minutes of solid punching to punch the bag all the way across and back.
Is it?
My knuckles are still hurting.
Is it on a chain that you're doing?
No, it's one of those that has the water weight at the bottom, and then the heavy bag's on like a stand.
Okay. And
it will move. It doesn't have suction cups or anything that hold it to the ground, so it will move as you're punching it, but it doesn't like move far. So like baby steps as you. And the challenge was to punch it across and back, and we had 20 minutes to do it in.
Well, you made it within the time slot. I don't know if I could have done that.
Because you started and you're punching and you think it's moving and it's not moving. Like you have to get the right kind of hit, because if you're hitting it too fast, then it bounces forward and backwards and it doesn't move. And if you hit it too high, it bounces, it like leans more. If you hit it lower, it's like find the right position and then just continuing to hit. Oh my God. My knuckles are not happy with me after that.
Do you wrap your knuckles, or is it no?
Okay. No, I have a wrap, and
like
I use my MMA gloves because I like the grappling gloves. I like the open palm.
Okay.
So yeah, but they're like 4-ounce gloves compared to a 12-ounce standard boxing glove.
Yeah. Because I was like, do you still have skin on your knuckles?
No, I do. It's rough.
Okay.
And it was a good challenge, because I know halfway through I was like, I give up. I don't care. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. And the other people in the gym who are around like, come on, you got this. And,
Yep.
okay, I can do it.
Oh. And being short gives you a disadvantage.
I thought it would give me the advantage because really the lower you punch,
The
the better
more.
you're able to move it. But Dag was not moving. There's two of us going at the same time, and the lady that was next to me, she was like way ahead of me. Like, how are you doing this? Did you get a lighter bag or
something? Did they not fill your water part up?
I don't know. She's probably stronger than me. Again, the ladies that have been there, you know, they've been there longer.
Understand where to throw the punch from, not just
Yep. I'm just like, come on, Mo, please move.
Just bear hug it, run it. I did it.
Nope. You were watching, couldn't do that.
That's what I would have done. Because, well, I probably would have fallen over trying to do that, though. Because I'm a colossal klutz.
Yeah.
Might be those, you know, size 2 shoes.
Well, that's going to be me too when it comes to the striking challenge. Because I can follow a routine if I've done it enough times. And I can follow 3 steps of, you know, a routine if you just, you know, give me 3 steps.
Yep.
But most of these striking patterns are like 12 steps.
Okay.
And after the 3rd one, I'm like, what was I doing again? Huh?
Yep.
My brain just literally shuts off. And I'm like, left, right, kick. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. About 3 moves. Yeah. And I'm good. Anything more than that, I get all flummoxed, you know, because I'm thinking of the dance routine that I have on you know, my dance videos for figure 8. Of course, I have no rhythm. So I'm trying to do these Latin dances and stuff, and I probably look, I don't know, you know.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Just no movement or anything that's graceful. And my husband walks by, and I think he goes, I can't because he'll start laughing.
So you will never catch me in a Zumba class either.
Yeah.
I'm doing that stuff in public.
you know, and I'm like, okay, as you were saying that, I'm like, which ones could I do by rote? I think I could do, you know, and they all have 3 or 4 components.
Yep. The same thing when it comes to the grappling sequences too. Like he'll show us 2 or 3 times on a person selected to be the training dummy.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, all right, great. And they're like, all right, now you grab a partner and try it. And then I looked at my partner and I'm like, do you remember what we're supposed to do? Hoping that they remembered. And half the time they do, and half the time they're like, nope. So we end up watching people around us to remember what to do. Because I know I watched, I sat there, I wasn't talking, I was focusing on what you were doing, but my mind did not record what happened.
Well, maybe I could remember some of the things in Billy's classes, sitting on the sidelines when I wasn't writing and watching. There was one move that I think even today I could do it. If somebody came at me with a knife like this, or you know, down like that, I would know what to do.
Okay.
And I would, and Billy did it to me, and I had him on the ground in a second, and he's like, "You're not supposed to do it fast." I'm like, "Yes, you are." But I think I can remember that move because I did it on my son.
Okay.
You know, and practicing, and he was flabbergasted that his mother just took him down like he was nothing. But I did it right.
That's awesome.
But you know, I'm little and weak, and which embarrassed the shit out of him. I think.
Well, it's leverage, really. Sometimes
that's what it was.
Stature works really well.
And I think that's why I mean, he wasn't much taller than me at that time, Well, I don't remember how old he was, but it didn't take much to be much taller than me. But it could have been the leverage
Yeah.
because of that, because of where I went in and where I stepped in and did the thing that I did. But yeah. Yeah, pretty
Write
much.
everything down or I forget. Yep. Yeah, famous last words when you say, I'll remember. Write it down. Always write it down.
Things I have to do, I do write down.
Yep.
Storylines, as I said, I let them percolate in the middle, and I'll lay in bed or I'll be walking or in the shower, and all these ideas come. Thankfully, knock on wood, when I go back to the computer, they're there.
I open up a notepad on my computer and I'll type the gibberish that comes to mind, and then I'll save it as file, something to look at later or read this later, or story I just ran it, and they litter my desktop. Just because I know if I just let it pass, I will either forget it or something else will take my attention and it gets buried.
Yeah, see, when I'm focused on a story, see, this is the key. When I'm focused on the story and things come to me, they stay. And if I'm not focused on the story and things come to me, I'm like, well, I'm not going there. So either it never comes back, or when I go there, it's there. It's really weird. It's like, the little file cabinet in my head. But an hour has gone by.
Oh, crap. I told you, time is moving really weird.
I just looked at that. I'm like,
that felt like we just started. Did we even talk about writing? What the hell?
A little bit. You wanted advice about your dog.
What the hell? Oh, forget your main character's name.
Oh, sometimes I do that too, and I have to go back and look. But the theme of it, I've been losing it more lately since I haven't been consistently writing. When I was consistently writing, I was on. But now that I'm just like, lovely land of reading. So
down all my notes in my work in progress. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes when I'm not with the computer, I just let it percolate and hope it comes back.
Luckily, especially when working with partners, Google Drive does make that easier to do, because if you're using the same Google Doc, you can easily get it on your phone, pop in a note to the side or whatever. Jump into it later. But yeah, if I'm working in Word, I don't have that.
Yeah.
And then I have to just write myself. I text myself.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I would do that if I had my phone.
An alert instead of just a note saved on my phone.
Yeah.
And that alert reminds me to look back at it.
True.
Just like, unread messages that sit at the top of my email inbox are ways for me to remember to answer them.
Yes.
Now back to character names. I'm so bad with character names. 9 times out of 10, I will have a random just name in brackets, or like, spoiler alert for the Acid series, sage and gray are not just colors. They were the code words for me to remember who I was talking about, and they stuck.
Okay. Hi, Rebecca.
One of my most recent notes was Weird Pig. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Hey, Rebecca, you're late, Rebecca. We're just closing down.
Yes. Because I've got company, so.
and now the puppy's sleeping on my lap.
Well, now you can get some work done.
There we go. All right. That's what I'm going to go do.
Okay. And next week we do have a guest. Yay. So.
You won't just
I couldn't tell you who it was right now. But
it won't just be us rambling, although I enjoy these chats, especially when the audience jumps in too and talks with us about things or brings up questions or ideas to talk about, because writing is a solitary endeavor for the most part, and being able to share with the community is helpful, even if it's stupid advice.
Yes.
I just got done working. Rebecca, I need you. I need your help. Be done.
And I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a read. But I know it's not up yet.
All right. We will be back then next week with a
Yes.
new author to introduce you to and some more fun conversation.
Yes. Thank you all for hanging with us.
And happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter.